This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. Welcome to The Humble Bottle. This begins a two-part series on the wines of Australia. The Australian wine industry is the fourth largest exporter of wines in the world. Now, Australia puts out both red and white wines, but in this episode, we're going to be focusing just on their red wines. Now, they do put out Cabernet and Merlot wines, but they do like to blend the two together. They like to start with the Cabernet and maybe throw in a dash of Merlot or a dash of Shiraz. Australia has a full-fledged Cabernet that is a little more subtle than the California Cabernets, but it's a very nice wine, and it does blend well with Merlot. Now, another wine that is found in Australia is a Gsm Blend. And Gsm is a name commonly used there for a red wine that's consisting of a blend of three grapes: Grenache, Shiraz, and Mourvedre. Now, the wine I want to talk about the most today is the Australian Shiraz. This is one of the most popular red wines produced in Australia. Now, in the United States and France, this grape and this wine is called Syrah. In Australia, it's called Shiraz, but it's the same grape, just two different names for it. So if you're picking up a bottle of Shiraz, it's a pretty good chance that this wine that you're looking at has come from Australia. Although interesting to note that because Shiraz are becoming so popular, some U.S. wineries are starting to make what they call an Australian-style wine, and they're using and calling their wines Shiraz just like they do in Australia. Now, they're a very bold red wine, and as you can see in this photograph, has a very deep red color. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this red wine is normally red wine we consider we want to drink it at room temperature, but the Australian Shiraz is actually meant to be drank at a little lower temperature than room temperature, around 64 degrees. And the reason is because in Australia they do have quite a bit of heat, and room temperature would be too hot, so they tend to like it just a bit on the cooler side, and they produce the wines to be enjoyed at that cooler temperature. Now, an Australian Shiraz wine goes great with beef, lamb, pork, venison. It's also great with Mexican food, Cajun food, or barbecue. So the next time you're looking for a nice bottle of red wine, consider the Australian Shiraz. For more information on this episode, go to our website and visit the Humble Bottle show notes. Also, if you have any questions or ideas for this show, send us an email. Thanks for watching. Cheers!